We had the craziest customer since I've been at the shop, my friends. We're gonna let you know what happened. She was crazy. I'll leave it as that for a moment. We will get into that. We got Stop the Milk campaign going on as well. We got the Pinbacks deal still going on. Gonna cover everything. What's going on with the markets. We're gonna get right into it. So please, give me that thumbs up. That helps to get the information out. That little deed. You support me, help me with the like. So I ask. Subscribe. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway coming up on July 4th. It's going to be over 14 ounces of silver being given away. I will create a video on the 23rd. You'll be entering on that giveaway video. Not this video. On the 23rd, the Pinbacks giveaway video will be released. Let's get into it right now. Customer comes in. She comes in with 200 5-ounce silver bars. They were nothing impressive, right? They were generic silver bars. A lot of them were from other companies with companies' name on them from online. I'll leave it as that. I think you guys get the picture there. Normally we don't like to sell this type of stuff because it's not direct competition. We don't consider online dealers direct competition, but we do have some competition with them from being a coin shop. So she had, most of that was that from online dealers' names, logos on them, whatnot. Some of them were generic silver bars. We offered her a good price. We offered her $1 behind spot. Keep in mind, she's got 200 of these. She went absolutely ballistic at us. And to say, she's called us a few choice names, a few words were exchanged back and forth, and we finally brought her to the office, because normally I would have kicked her out. But we did need the 5-ounce silver bars very badly. Of course, you don't want to let on that you need them that badly, but it is what it is there, because we did need them badly, even though they may have been from another online dealer's names on them. Most of them were like that. Some of them were even Christmas stuff. So, you guys have seen it. You girls have seen it. You know what I'm talking about. So I explained to her, I said, look, normally we don't buy this type of material. We buy it, yeah, we will buy it, call up our dealer and pass it on to him. Let other coin shops sell it. We just don't like to sell that type of stuff normally. But 5-ounce silver bars seem to be in short supply right now. So after a few choice words in the office, after I got her calmed down a little bit, I asked one of the girls, I said, ma'am, do you want something to drink? I said, just calm down for a minute. Let me explain to you what's going on here. So she finally shut the heck up. Let me explain. I said, look, normally we don't buy this type of material to resell. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, we do need it. But I said, I'm not paying up for it either. I said, I'm offering you a very fair price, $1 behind spot. And I said, I know you probably got this for a lot cheaper as well. I said, the market's only about $1.25 behind spot. I said, for generic, I said, but this is a little bit more generic when you have dealer names on the bars itself. And it says, well, I got like 25 of the, I said, well, I can pay you a little bit more for those. I says, I'm going $1.25 behind spot. I says, no, correction, I said, I'll give you 75 cents behind spot. And she finally calmed down. I said, look, you're going to get a big check here. I says, you want to sell this? You don't have to come in hot-headed at us. I said, you know. I says, we've seen you in here before. You know we offer the best buyback prices around. Got her a drink. Had a few sips. She finally started to calm down. She said, that's the best you can do? I said, that's the best I'm going to do. I said, either I print the check I said, we will just run everything on the segment real quick. I said, we can get you out here in 15 minutes. I said, that's how it's going to be. I said, I'm not playing no games with nobody. I'm tired. I said, I don't really want to be here today. And I said, it is what it is. And then she called me an a-hole. I said, well, that's fine there, sweetheart. And she got even more mad when I called her a sweetheart. So I was pushing her buttons as well, apparently. So at the end of the day, we get the deal done. She got the check in her hand. She goes to the door with her soda. And she said, I'll never be back to your goddamn place. Excuse the French. That is what she said. She says, we can kiss her behind. I said, well, I got a permanent marker here. I said, mark the spot. Exactly what I said. Maybe I shouldn't have said it, but I said it. And it is what it is. This is, you know, you got to deal with people sometimes in a certain way. And when they come in hot, they leave hot still. Even though she calmed down a little bit. She comes back, she comes back. She don't want to come back, she didn't have to sell it to us. That's how my day started, my friends. That's how my day started. But it's okay. We got some 5-ounce silver to sell now. Even though it's not the best type of silver that I like to sell. Don't like to sell competition stuff, but it is what it is. You want a Pinbacks deal? Right now. Morgan silver dollars, 1921s. As of this morning, when I took these numbers, they were 1 to 19 count, $32. For very good, and Michael at Pinbacks even said they're probably better than very good. Just to let you folks know that. But he says expect very good plus. You can't touch these for this. Go look. Price these out online. You're not going to find a better price for these. Morgan silver dollars, 1921s. Last year the Morgans were made. Beautiful, beautiful coins. They're over 100 years old. What else can you pick up for 100 years old? 20 or more for $31.30. I don't know. Calls. You'd be lucky to get calls for 30. These are very good plus. When they're gone, they're gone. Pick them up if you can, my friends. Pick them up now. Second deal. They're still doing the walking Liberty halves. You must get $30 worth here. As of recording of this video, well, as of 9:40 this morning when I took the numbers, it is 10:35, so about an hour later, I'm doing this video on June 19th, 2025. They were $26.29. Keep in mind, prices will change with the markets. That's a good deal. $30 face. I know it's a lot for a lot of people out there. But if you can afford to pick up some 90% silver now, stop the melt. Campaign continues. It's a great price. I think it's a better deal myself. Full honestly, from Coin Shop Chris, the Morgan dollars, they knocked it out of the park. They've knocked it out of the park. Go price them out. Go price out the walk-ins. You're not going to be able to find them a better price online. Europe, but yourself, I don't believe so. Maybe at your local coin shops. Maybe. But you're not going to find Morgans any cheaper than this in this grade. Thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for this great opportunity. I tell you, if I had the money for a tube of the Morgan dollars right now, I would be picking them up. That price, we can't even be at the shop. We're about $1.50 higher. We cannot touch Pinbacks pricing. I don't know how they're able to do it or do it this low. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brian. Thank you to your team. Pinbacks.com, my friends. Check them out. Let them know that crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. It's okay to call me crazy when you call them. Lightens up the mood a little bit. They're going to laugh. They'll be on board with it. It's okay. I found a deal on eBay. Not a lot. I found a deal. 1967, lot of 40% silver percent circulated, make an offer. Well, this person wanted $30 plus $4.51 to ship. So I made an offer at 20. Person accepted it. Shipping was $4.51. Now let me talk about shipping real quick. Shipping don't mean anything if you can get it for the price you want altogether. Don't mean beans. Okay, keep that in mind. Don't let shipping get to you on some of the stuff. It's been a while. For the ones who've been with me for a while, it's been a couple weeks now, maybe a week and a half, that I've showed you what I have gotten on eBay. It's beginning getting thin out there. Everything is sky high. A lot of people want way too much. There's deals out there every now and then. So I'll flip it over, $24.51. Divide by 6 is $6.09 for each coin. We're not going to call it melt value no more. We're going to call it silver value, because if we call it silver melt value, it seems to be more people want to melt stuff down. So we're going to call it silver value. Same thing as melt value. We're just going to change the language a little bit, so you know where I'm going with this. Silver value is $5.44 each. I paid $4.09. Deals are out there. Just have to look. You just have to look. That puts me at, in the bag, I'm trying to get to 2,000. That puts me at now 1,481. Still got a long way to go. I don't know if I'm going to get them in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them all for the price I want to pay for them. Little by little, it adds up. For the ones who've been with me for a while, you've seen that's how I've done it. Little by little by little. So what if it's 6 more? 6 more than I had before. It adds up. Like I said, cost average. Cost average your stacks. You see a deal out there, like the Morgans at pinbacks.com. Like your walk-ins. It adds up. Your stack will grow. Your stack will grow. It does not happen overnight. Most of us don't have the money to go in all at one time. I wouldn't even recommend if someone had all the money in the world to go in all at once. Cost average. I talk about that girl who's the waitress. She does the same thing. A lot of our customers do the same thing. It's okay if you have a local coin shop. Yeah, support your local coin shop as well. If you live close to your local coin shops or shop, you only can afford a silver dime, a couple silver quarters, maybe a couple silver halves, maybe a couple Morgans right now. If that's all you can afford every time you get paid, do it. That's how your stack grows. I've had many people who left me in the comment section. Cannot believe how fast your stack has grown by doing how I have done it. You know, when I started this bag of 40% silver halves, I started out with about 150 in that bag. And I made a goal for 2,000. I'm like, this is going to be impossible to get there. Well, I'm almost 3/4 of the way there. Okay? I'm almost 3/4 of the way there. It does add up, my friends. I challenge yourselves. We're in mid-June. A little past mid-June. Have a goal by the end of the year. Don't make it too ridiculous where you're not going to be able to succeed at the goal. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to get my 2,000 halves, 40% silver halves by the end of the year. No, probably not. Not at the silver rate as it is right now. I was lucky to get 6 more. I'm tickled pink to get 6 more. because it does add up. We got to keep stacking. This is no good anymore. What can you buy for $1? I just want you to think about that. Just go back 2 years. Go back 2 years. What do you buy every single week at the grocery store? What was your light bill 2 years ago? What was your car payment if you had a car payment 2 years ago? Maybe the same. House payment probably the same if you have a house payment. What was your insurance on the car? Insurance on the house 2 years ago? I bet that's gone up. I bet your electric bill has gone up. If you have a water bill, I bet that's gone up. What's not gone up? How about shoes? How about clothing? That's gone up. How about everyday essentials that we eat? That's all gone up. We've seen it. Silver's up 24%. 26%, excuse me. Gold's up close, still about 30%. Platinum, last time I checked, platinum was up over 41% year to date. This has lost value. This has lost value. Why are we keeping this stuff in the banks with a little return on the money, depending on what type of account you have? Use your coin shop as the bank. And what I mean by that is, get a little bit of silver, get a little bit of gold, but don't get too much at one time. It's a long-term hold. We've seen the prices go up. Just think about two years ago, where silver was. Go back to last October in 2023. We're not even going back two years. Look at the silver price then. Look at the silver price now. Look at the silver price it was just at this past Christmas time. It's right around $27 an ounce. Yeah, we backed off from 37 high. We're in the low 36 and change right now. That is a huge gain back. But then you got to consider the last 6 months, how much inflation is eating that away. People get involved with these Christmas clubs. You really making any money off the Christmas clubs? You know, why not start stacking silver now? Maybe not for this Christmas coming up. Use that as your bank account. Cash it in as you need to. You probably do better financially. And keep up with inflation. Again, not financial advice. But I tell you, I'm not selling for this crap unless I need to. Unless I absolutely need to. I don't care if it went to $50 tomorrow. I don't care if it went to $75. I am not selling for a fiat currency. No way in heck would I do that unless I absolutely needed to. That's me personally. Not financial advice. Folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum? Reach out to me in my email. Always happy to help you. Stop the Milk campaign continues. Put that in the comment section below. We are growing with this campaign. Thank you for all the support on this campaign. Stop the melt, stop the melt, stop the melt. Put it all over the place. Thanks for watching. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will talk to you this afternoon.